Hello, in this video I will show you a new proof of concept way to script content in World of Warcraft TrinityCore based servers. The whole idea is based on blueprints well known from Unreal Engine. I will script lazy peon script. The whole idea is really simple. NPC goes between 2 points, lumber pile and 3 waypoint, and when he is hit by spell by player, he has to go to the closest tree and chop wood. Okay, so I will start with the end. When the aura is removed, he has to go to the closest lumber pile. So I have to add event aura removed, and I have to check what aura is removed from NPC. So I have to add new node branch and add condition to check if spell ID is equals to peon sleeping aura. If it is that aura, peon has to run to the closest lumber pile. In action move to, I have source of action. It's me who will go to the lumber pile. ID that will be reported when he reaches the point, and destination that is point where NPC will go. What is the destination? Destination is position not of me, of closest game object close to me with entry that is lumber pile in 16 yards. Okay, this looks good, but actually it doesn't work as it should, because NPC will go directly to the game object, and we don't want this. We want him to go next to the game object. So I will write additional macro that will replace move to action with move to near next to the destination. It will be go next to position, and it has source which will of NPC who will go, destination where to go, distance to the destination, and ID. So generally it will use move to action with source as source, ID the same, but this destination will be changed. It's not directly destination that macro or function receives. It has to be destination moved by distance in direction to source. So it's really simple math that final destination will be sum of two vectors, actual destination and direction from the destination to position of source scaled by given distance. It's really simple math. Direction vector is normalized vector, so it's vector of magnitude 1 in direction to source. Since its length is 1 when we multiply or scale it by scalar, in this case distance, we will get exactly the vector we have to move the actual destination. And we will often reuse that go next to the position, so that function will help us so that we don't have to copy those all nodes all the time. So instead of move, I will use go next to position with same position, but this time I will set distance to 1. After that, I need another action, timed action. It's just like in smart scripts. It will trigger timed event 1 in 60 seconds. And this timed event 1 will be go to sleep. So when timed event 1 is triggered, we want NPC to stop moving. Cancel all emotes, set to 0, and walk to home position. When he reaches home, then he needs to start sleeping. That means he has to cast spell Peon Sleeping. So what happens? When he go home, he casts spell Peon Sleeping on self, and when the aura is removed, he goes to the tree and after 60 seconds he goes to home position again. Now we have to script what happens when he reaches the tree. That means he reaches point number 1. When he reaches point number 1, he has to chop wood. That means he needs to have emote state 234, that is chopping wood. And after 25 seconds he cancels emote and goes to the lumber pile. And that will be point number 2. When he reaches point number 2, he has to cancel emote Then let's wait a bit. Then play emote nil. and after 3 seconds he has to go to the tree. With point number 1, so whole event will loop, right? He goes to the tree, that's point, oops, that's distance. He goes to the tree, that's point number 1, and when he reaches point number 1, he chop wood, and after some time he returns to lumber pile, and when he returns to lumber pile, he waits a bit and go to the tree. And when the timed event is triggered, he cancels moving and go to sleep. Go home. Last two things. When he's created, he has to walk to the closest lumber pile, and trigger event go to sleep. That's event number 1 in 60 seconds. That's almost whole script. The final event is that when he's hit by spell Awoken Peon, if spell ID is equals to 17743, then he has to run. We will remove all auras from him. He will talk text number 0, and then we need to add, okay, but firstly we will add kill credit to whom, not me, to caster. That's kill credit, and I will add this action here. And that's whole script. As you can see, those graphs are really flexible in all actions. The default source of action is me, that is creature from script, but you can of course set that to anything else. For example, caster, that is returned from event. This is only proof of concept. I wanted to show you what I'm working on, and maybe someone will be interested in it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.